Welcome back, HBAR Barians. We finally got some fantastic news in the Hedera space. It's coming from Canary Capital. Canary Capital is an investment firm focused on the digital asset space. We recently covered their launch of an HBAR investment trust with Greg Bell from the HBAR Foundation. During that time, we talked about how that investment trust could be a precursor to an ETF. So let's take a look at a quick clip.
Canary Capital is a new firm, right? They just came out of stealth mode with this. This is their first product, but it's a very well-known team. And so, the HBAR Foundation really led this partnership with Canary when they expressed interest in bringing this product to market. And I think they specifically sought out HBAR as their first product because of the unique characteristics.
Greg, let's widen our lens out here a little bit. And from your perspective, what does this mean for the HBAR market and investors' access to this and future HBAR-backed products?
Yeah, it's a crystal ball, of course, but if Valkyrie funds and Grayscale products, their earlier trust products are any indication of the future, this is a road to an ETF product. I do think it's a very long road, right? Uplifting a private trust or filing, a new product for an ETF is a dialogue with the SEC. It requires comment periods and feedback, but it's the right path, which I think is the point. And similarly, it means that HBAR is, I would say, more likely to be included in crypto basket ETF products down the road, which I think is one that I'm personally very bullish on, because the disclosures, the legal disclosures that are required will already be hammered out. They'll be publicly available for others to go and view, and the speed to market approach is now there.
Well, that's exactly what they were planning, to launch an ETF. And today we found out that Canary Capital has filed an S1 for an HBAR ETF. Now, I can say that this is real. This is coming directly off the SEC's website. And what's really heartening about this is it's not like what we saw with Bitcoin, where there were ETF filings back in 2014, but because of the regulatory environment and the uncertainty about crypto in general, it took forever before that came to fruition. Now we already have ETFs that are in the market with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and now we have this filing for HBAR, but it's a completely different regime. After the elections that we had last week, this could actually move fairly quickly. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that we're going to have an HBAR ETF in the next couple months, but it could move a lot more quickly than some people are anticipating. We also got some news that came out of Coinbase today that caught my eye. Coinbase announced the Crypto 50 Index, of which HBAR is a part. I just posted about this morning. This is likely a precursor to a basketed crypto ETF product. What's exciting about that is we could really see passive inflows into an ETF product like that. So that's just like regular retirement funds and other investment funds putting money into an ETF like that on a regular basis. And granted, Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the other large caps are going to take up the lion's share of that, but with a really thinly traded market like HBAR, we could see a significant impact. And like I've been saying, it does look like we're entering a crypto bull market. Things have just lined up perfectly yet again for us to hit onto that 4-year cycle. And it looks like with this kind of news that's hitting, HBAR could be a big part of that. So let's take a look at the HBAR market. HBAR is up 46.5% on the week and 19% on the day to just about 6.8 cents. We've likely flipped 6.2 to 6.3 cents to support, and we did see a spike up to about 7.7 cents, which is an area where we would expect to see some resistance. Overall, it's just good to see HBAR having some of these catalysts that are allowing us to participate in this rally. And one of the things that I love about crypto bull markets is we're going to bring all kinds of new people into the space. That means that Hedera is going to be brand new to so many people. All the technical aspects, the gold standard in security, a Byzantine fault tolerance, the time to true finality, which is sitting down around 3 seconds. They're going to find out about the Hedera Governing Council for the first time and find out that entities like Google, IBM, Deutsche Telekom, Nomura, ServiceNow, Mondelez are governing this platform. And then they're going to be exposed to all the fantastic use cases we have out there. And if you are new to the space, you can check out my channel. We cover this week in and week out, all the amazing things that are being built. We do that in a weekly update. We also have the Built on Hedera series that goes through each one of these use cases individually. We have things like SKUX, Zenny, Karate Combat, which I think is the most exciting application in all of crypto. And we're going to be covering a lot of that stuff in the next weekly update. We have updates from Earthlings, which is a gaming team in our space. And then we have FSCO, which has been helping teams migrate from MasterCard Provenance, which was sunsetting, over to Hedera. And they just had some really big news that came out last week. Again, this is all built on Hedera. They are working with banks out of the Philippines around a stablecoin to work on remittances and a bunch of other things. So we're going to be covering that in depth on Friday. So again, if you're new to Hedera, check that out on Friday. That's all we have for right now, and let's keep an eye on the HBAR market.